I'm going to click start recording and welcome YouTube audience back. CLG FC, episode 93. The final two games of the season, Upton JFC reserves, Shevington reserves. Plymouth is being televised tomorrow. I'm not sure it's on Paramount, though. Yeah, but what you guys have for Paramount Plus is a lot different than what we have for Paramount Plus in the States. It is going to be on Paramount tomorrow, 10:50 in the morning, Sunday morning, Sheffield Wednesday, Plymouth Argyle, and then Monday at 2 is Luton and Burnley, Coventry and Oxford, and then that's it for the weekend. The next game isn't until 7:25 in the morning, and it's Portsmouth and Luton. Um, so there was that. um, did he get a point? The Frenchman, I think, got a point here. He's fighting a Georgian. The Hungarian and Mongolian both have 2 warnings, by the way. Yeah, he did get a point. Nice. But yeah, we get League 1, League 2, and Championship. Now, we don't get every game. It looks like we only get the games that Paramount choose to broadcast. So, like, if I wanted to watch, say, Wimbledon this weekend, they're not selected, but they do have Championship and League 1 and League 2 games, which is nice. The nice thing about us, too, is Paramount Plus also for us carries the SPFL, the Scottish Professional Football League, and they carry the NWSL, the women's league here in the United States, and they carry the Champions League, Europa League, and the Conference League as well. So if we actually qualify for it again, West Ham, I'll get to watch them. So nice. The French is gonna. Yeah, man, you would get to watch the Green Army. Yeah. I'll definitely give it a watch tomorrow. So I am a West Ham fan, which means most weekends when I'm live and I've got the game up, we'll be watching the Premier League. But I'm a big proponent of lower league football. This is a lower league club, I should say non-league club, really. Um, I've actually sponsored a non-league club this season over in England, so I just sorted it out on Monday. So I've sponsored a non-league club in England. It's great. Non-league is amazing. Upton JFC reserves, Wire Villa reserves. It was Hind in the 65th, the only goal of the fixture. Upton will move up to 5th. Wire Villa remain bottom. Where is the next match? Actually, I want to see. This is the game in hand. This here is the game in hand. They've got Meller, Einsdale. If they don't win this match, we're champions. This club right here, Reigate Priory. So I sponsored the club this season. It's great. They play in the Southern Combination Football League Division 1, which I think is level 10. So what I've managed to do is I go to Wikipedia, right? And I look at this English football pyramid that's on Wikipedia, right? And then within there, I look at all of the leagues that have a dedicated Wikipedia page. And then I go to there should be a section in there that says current members. And then some of those members will have their own dedicated Wikipedia page. And when they do, my city also has a lower league club. They are Isthmian Southern Premier Division. They're Plymouth Parkway. Nice. Do they also play in green? And the reason I ask is because there's a lot of Newcastle clubs that play in black and white stripes. I've come to find. No, they play in yellow and blue. Nice. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'll go to the league page. Then I'll look at if they have, like, they'll have something that says like current member clubs for the current season. And then I look to see if any of those have a dedicated Wikipedia page. And then if they do, I look at that page and see if that club has a website on their Wikipedia page. And if they do, then I go there and I look to see if they're selling their jerseys. And then I go and I buy their jerseys. So I have like Billingham Symphonia, Chatham Town, home and away. Billingham Symphonia home, Chatham Town home and away. Uh, what else that I pick up? I've picked up. Why is this? There we go. I picked up AFC Taunton. I've picked up Worcester City, Reigate Priory, Newcastle Blue Star, um, Lawton. Who else? I think that's it for now. I might be forgetting. Oh, Knoll home and away I picked up. Oh, that's quite cool. That definitely helps the club. Yeah, that's what I like. It's like buying a West Ham jersey for me does not really help West Ham. I mean, it does, but it's not. The impact of it is a lot less than if I were to go out and actually buy the lower league club's jersey. So, and non-league is amazing. You know what I mean? So, I always buy Torquay United shirts as they're going through some financial troubles. So I've been buying their shirts for a few. Really? Torquay's going through financial troubles? They won today over Enfield Town. They are in the National League North. Okay. Sorry, they're in the National League South. My bad. Oh, they went into administration this year. The club formally went into administration on the 5th of April. They were deducted a further point. Torquay finished the 2023-2024 season in the 18th in the 6th tier, their lowest league finish since 1927. Near Warnock is advising them. Where are they at now? Like, are they still going through financial troubles? News. Argyle and Torquay are very close clubs. We both hate Exeter, so lots of Argyle fans follow them when Argyle aren't playing. How about that? Torquay United have much reduced budget for the upcoming season. They only have 22 players to choose from. Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened? At a fans forum on Monday, it was revealed that the budget is around £400,000 less than the £900,000 available to Gary Johnson last season. So, yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Torquay used to be League Two. Yeah, I remember. Then some businessman who tried to make the club his project stopped giving them money, and they've just been going down and down and down. Luckily, a new owner took over. Okay, yeah, it looks like they're trying to stabilize the club. And they're very close to stabilizing the club. So, okay. Let's go over these. Hesketh Casuals, Middleton and Overton Sports Reserves, McGinnis in the 40th, and then Bryan in the 44th. Meant the fixture was 1-1 at the half, but Mighton for Hesketh Casuals in the 69th before Parsons in the 83rd and the 84th, and Onana again in stoppage time. Hesketh enjoyed a comfortable 5-1 win over Middleton and Overton Sports Reserves. We did not get the help we were looking for. Cuccieni in the 26th for Mellor scored to lead AFC Einsdale, but Smith leveled in the 39th. After the break, Adams in the 50th and Anson in the 70th pulled Einsdale ahead 3-1. Cuccieni could only pull one back in stoppage time. So AFC Einsdale win their game in hand. We're only 5 points clear. I know Argyle let Torquay keep all the money generated from tickets for their friendly match. That's nice. That's very nice. Much needed too, you know. Mosselbrook under 21s, Fisher in the 3rd, Fisher in the 18th, and Horgan in the 19th. meant that they enjoyed a 3-0 win over Ribchester Rovers reserves. AFC Einsdale are also promoted, by the way, at this point in the season. They've secured promotion with their win. They were 6 points ahead of Boston Brooks, so they only needed a draw, but the win was enough. AFC Einsdale is coming up, but the question is who will be the league champion? That is to be decided with the remaining 2 games. We are 5 clear, so a win sees us as champions. That's where we're at right now. Also, our fans went into the home section as we were very friendly towards each other, so they generated a lovely 20,000 quid. That's nice. It's see that's the story that reminds me of like the Bournemouth situation. You know, I know what Bournemouth they were collecting. They just passed around cups and whatnot, little cans to just put money into to give to the club when they were in League Two. So just to keep the club up, which what they went through is incredible. Now I'm not particularly like I'm not huge on the club. I'm kind of just like Bournemouth, man. But you know, to be where they're at from where they've been, I think is incredible. And I'm hoping. I hate seeing clubs go through what Torquay is going through, what Bournemouth went through, what you know, even what Worcester City went through. Like that, I was so. I'm not a Worcester City fan, but they were my first ever FM save. So I kind of feel a little sympathy towards them, we'll say, right? And I mean, they wanted a new ground. Their old ground they was I think sold or the I think they moved away from their old ground. um, and they wanted a new they definitely wanted a new ground, but then they couldn't I think get one, and it just became a huge mess for them. And then they wound up being in financial trouble because they couldn't generate the ticket sales. So eventually they just said like, "Can you relegate us 5 divisions and we'll be better off there because then they don't have to pay all the wages they were paying in the blue in the at the time it was called the Blue Square North." So yeah, I felt a little bad for them because they've had to take themselves down quite a few levels. Where is it? 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 In 2008, they were moved to the Conference South after no Southern teams were relegated from the Conference National. In 2009-2010, they finished in a relegation zone, but were reprieved after several other clubs were demoted or folded. All these clubs were based in Northern England, so Worcester were transferred back to the Conference North. On the 9th of November 2014 in the FA Cup, they beat Coventry City. They're in the second round away to Scunthorpe, blah, blah, blah. Worcester resigned from the National League North towards the end of 2016-17, but finished in one of the relegation places anyway. The FA then decided the club would be further relegated to the Midland League to ease the club's financial situation. They just got promoted out of the Hellenic Football League as champions last season. They also reached the FA Vase semifinals, so they're in level 9 now, I think. Right. Shevington reserves, Southport, Einsdale reserves coming up. We have apparently a lot of transfer news. This is Daniel Ryan. We have just all of a sudden. Now, Daniel Ryan is not of a huge caliber for us, but we're going to accept all the offers to move him on from the club. This is North Berks County Alliance. Like, I just don't think he's going to be cut out for the future. So Ryan can move. But where is the ground? They had a stadium. Here it is. The club used to play at St. George's Lane. The ground had 4 main areas: the dressing room end, the canal end, which was used for away stands, the main stand containing all the 1,121 seats, and the Brookside Terrace. Damn, it's heartbreaking when this happens to a club. I'm glad my club helped Torquay where we could. It all paid off as the Torquay fans have their club back. Yeah, exactly. So they used to play at St. George's Lane. Um, Capacity was 4,523. The ground's record attendance was 17,042. The ground was vacated in 2013 and sold to a housing developer. The sale of the ground was aimed to helping fund the build of a new 6,000 capacity ground at Nunnery Way on the edge of Worcester, but the sale of the ground failed to provide sufficient finances to pay for such a stadium. And on the 30th of January 2013, it was announced Worcester would ground share with the Kidderminster Harriers at their Agborough ground from the 2013-14 season. They terminated their agreement with Kidderminster and moved the Bromsgrove and ground shared the Victoria ground with Bromsgrove Sporting from the start of the 2016-17 season. Uh, but in 2019, they announced that they would start the 2020-2021 season playing at the home of the Worcester Football Association at Claines Lane. In 2023, November 2023, the club unveiled plans to move to a permanent home at the new Worcestershire Community Sports Park at Fernhill Heath in the north to the north of the city. So they're in the process of getting there. But yeah, they went down to ease their financial troubles. So, oh, Mawsonbrook can't go up either. Mawsonbrook 21 under 21s cannot gain promotion. So, had Einsdale not won promotion, it would go to Hesketh Casuals in fifth. Shevington reserves Wolfenden from the spot in the 11th before Cadwallader for Southport and Einsdale amateur reserves in the 38th leveled things. Wolfenden again from the spot 2 minutes later in the 40th before Roberts 3 minutes later made it 3-1 Shevington reserves. And that's how it would finish. Counter Logic under 18s lose, but Ellis impresses. Allen in the 28th put Southport under 18s 1-0 up at the break. Troseth leveled for us in the 55th, but Liam Walker in the 88th broke our hearts, and Southport won 2-1. It's a big win for Southport. Bradford, I believe, won, so they are now 3 points back of us in the under 18s league. There was 4 games to play in that league. Mate, you'd be a great commentator. I used to do that. I used to commentate. Believe it or not. I was a Counter-Strike commentator for 4.5 years. Uh, I did Counter-Strike commentary for the women's Counter-Strike team for 4.5 or scene for the women's Counter-Strike scene for 4.5 years. And I actually retired in March. Um, so yeah, some of my work is actually I actually have clipped some of his videos. They're on my YouTube. My last commentary, my last few commentary events were on YouTube. Some of my early stuff is on this Twitch. I'm a little rough on the early stuff, but yeah, I actually used to be an esports commentator. I commentated the F1 game. I commentated Counter Strike, and I commentated Unreal Tournament as well. I still very occasionally do some Unreal Tournament commentary, but yeah, I am a former commentator, believe it or not. So it was a lot of fun. I miss it. It's the Counter Strike is too messy and it's very political. So I kind of was just like, I'm a bit older. I haven't played CS in a hot minute. Yeah, I it just became too much, man. I like the only gigs I was really doing were like Australian tournaments, and I had to wake up at like midnight. I had to wake up at like 11:30 to midnight to do them. So I would go to bed Friday on at like 5:30 6 p.m. and I would wake up at like 11:30 midnight to do an Australian tournament. My body fucking hated me after that. Like my body I just gave out after a while. Um, you know. So, but I used to do it and it was a lot of fun when I did do it. Oh, that's right. You guys are the loop de loop. And then you guys don't have any members. Okay, let's keep moving on. We got more offers, I think, for Ryan. Why are teams so interested in Ryan? My scout said he's not got it. He's got okay physical. His mental needs oh my god, his technical's fucking terrible. Look at his technical. I mean, granted, the only parts that he really needs are heading, marking, and tackling, and they're above one. But like, you know, his passing is a one, his technique is a one, his composure's a one, his vision is a one. So like, I don't know, man. To me, he's not worth it. But I guess he's won it, and these clubs are definitely above us. Yorkshire Amateur League Supreme Division. That's level 11. That's a lot higher than we are. Yes. Sure. Uh, there are some doubts whether Joe Jones's contract should be extended, and we should continue to evaluate with a view making a decision. Are you kidding me? Joe Jones has been fucking incredible. He's come off the bench in 10 appearances. He started 5. He has 5 goals and 2 assists, and he's averaging a 7.25. Like, what are you talking about? His contract ends, and he has an. I'm triggering it. I'm triggering his extension. Joe's getting another year. Wow, he's been phenomenal for us. So, anyways, man, I'm probably gonna head off to try and get some sleep before I have to go. Have a great rest of your day, and I definitely will pop in next time you're live. I appreciate you, brother. Good luck tomorrow, both in making the trip. You can try to sleep on the coach if you can, if you need more rest. But good luck on the coach trip up to Sheffield tomorrow, and good luck to your Argyle. I actually have a soft spot for Sheffield Wednesday, but well, let's hope Argyle win. We'll put it that way. Um, good luck tomorrow, man, and have a wonderful evening. Get some rest. I appreciate you being here. I really do. So, uh, cheers. So, let's keep moving on. 13 days. 13 days ago. We'll do leagues in focus when we get it, by the way. So, we'll take a look at the leagues in focus. I am combing through the leagues again, trying to look at who is where. Um, you're welcome, dude. You're a great guy. I will definitely be back. Come on, you greens. Come on, you greens. Yep. Absolutely. Have a good night. So, let's see here. I'm wondering who Burnley Belvedere. They don't have a website. These guys don't have a website. It can be tough, man, finding these clubs and seeing if they have jerseys available. Because the other thing is, some of them do have jerseys available, but they won't ship to the United States. So then you're just kind of like, oh, okay. So I think Neb Hill were the ones that weren't shipping to the United States. Or Nebworth, not Neb Hill, Nebworth. I did put in a Nebworth home shirt, short sleeve. Yeah, these guys don't ship to the U.S. So R.I.P. to them. Sandridge Rovers. That's a dead website. Hatfield Town. Goes to a just points to a completely different website, by the way. Leagues in focus. We'll start there. MLS, NYCFC at the top in the East. Inter Miami is second. Montreal Impact third. New England Revolution fourth. Columbus Crew are fifth. Toronto FC is sixth. DC United seventh. Orlando City is eighth. My beloved Union are now in ninth. Joint ninth with Nashville, by the way. The New York Red Bulls are 11th on goal difference, and on wins. And Atlanta United and Chicago Fire are a point outside looking in. Cincinnati's at the bottom on 5 points. In the West, it's San Jose Earthquakes. Top LA Galaxy are second. Real Salt Lake third, Seattle Sounders fourth, Portland Timbers fifth, St. Louis City is sixth, FC Dallas is seventh, Minnesota United eighth, Austin FC is ninth, LAFC are a point on the outside looking in, and the Colorado Rapids are the worst team in the league right now at the bottom of the Western Conference. In the Premier League, Man City are now top on goal difference, just on goal difference. 3 straight draws meant Arsenal could pull level with them. Um, Newcastle are third. They're 5 points back. Liverpool fourth. Man United are fifth. Villa sixth. Spurs seventh. Chelsea down in 10th. My beloved West Ham are 13th and still haven't won in 5 games. Sheffield United have pulled out of the drop with a win in their last 3 games. They are now into 17th place, 2 points above Southampton. Luton are 9 adrift. Palace 10 adrift at the bottom and winless in their last 5. They have 7 games to play in that league. The men are done. It looks like the round of 16. They're cleaning the mat. The women are into the quarterfinals. It's Bouchard and Pimenta, France versus Brazil, and they're in golden score. The French has 2 yellows. The Brazilian has 1. Into the Skybet Championship. Norwich lead the league. They are hype. What's up, Gerandi? How you doing, Gerandi? Welcome to the stream. Let's run through leagues in focus, and I'll tell you about our save. Norwich lead the league by 7. They've secured a playoff spot. Portland, by the way, I'm sorry, not Portland. Bournemouth are leading the playoff places by 5 points. I'm doing great. How are you? I'm doing good, man. I'm getting a little tired because it's starting to get in. Obviously, I'm assuming with NL on the end of your name, you are from the Netherlands. I am from the United States, and it's not as late as it is there, but it is certainly getting towards the later parts of the evening. You support West Ham? I do. Um, I support West Ham and Philadelphia. Um, Bournemouth are second in the championship, 5 points above Burnley, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Blackburn Rovers, and Fulham, the last of which leads Ipswich Town by a point, or on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Huddersfield are out of the drop on goal difference by 7 goals. Coventry are 4 points safe. Plymouth Argyle back in the drop. Stoke City are a point away, a point adrift of safety. Preston North End are 5 points adrift from safety. Philadelphia got that 15-year-old wonder. You're 100% right. Yes, we do. So I've actually seen him play. He's pretty fucking good. I will say that. So I got to see him play in 2 games so far this season. So they were all with the Union 2, the reserve team, or the second team, if you would. Like playing a development league, but I watched him in a development league before they signed him, and like to an actual contract, and he's really good. Yeah, he made his debut already. That's right. He did make his debut, but when he came on, it was like the 88th minute or some shit. It was pretty late. Like, and we were 4-1 up by then, I think, or something like that. So like, he wasn't going to make an impact in the game because the game was dead by then. Skybet League One. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, exactly. They really did that just so we could have the record. You know what I mean? Like they figured 4-1, we're not gonna lose it. Let's get the kid the record for the youngest debutant in North America. Low risk situation, exactly. Skybet League One. Who do you support, by the way? Let me know who you support. Sheffield United lead the league by 11 points, man. Sheffield Wednesday, not United. Beg your pardon. Oh, my God. Sheffield Wednesday by 11 points. PSV. PSV Eindhoven? Nice. Very nice. I don't think I have a Dutch team, to be honest with you. So, Wigan are in the promotion spot on goal difference by 4 goals over Wrexham. Then it's Bolton Wanderers, Reading, and Peterborough United. Those 3 are all a point in the playoffs over Swansea City. This is insanely fucking tight. Look at this. Literally 2 points is separating promotion in second from not making the playoffs in 7th. That is nuts. At the bottom, Blackpool are a point above the drop over Fleetwood Town. Shrewsbury are 3 points adrift from safety. Milton Keynes are 5 points adrift, and Grimsby are 13. They are 13 points adrift, and they have 5 games to play. So the crowd's going nuts because the Frenchwoman in golden score just pinned the Brazilian and went on to the semifinals. So you support Liverpool in the Premier League. Okay. Snicky, who is on this team, and if you come back and whatnot, you will wind up seeing in this chat, they support Liverpool as well. They're pretty big Liverpool fan. I don't really have anything against Liverpool except for that Gerrard goal, but that was so long ago now, and we've actually managed to finally win a trophy since then. I'm kind of slowly moving on from the Gerrard goal that we will never speak of ever again on the stream. Um, so Stevenage lead League Two. They are actually promoted. Stevenage are coming up. They are 4 points ahead of Forest Green, who secured a playoff spot. Exeter are the third promotion team. They are 5 points ahead of Rochdale. Newport County, Mansfield Town, Port Vale, the other teams in the playoff, the last of which is ahead only by 2 goals over Cheltenham Town in 7th. Notts County and Barrow are also a point outside the playoffs looking in at the bottom. Altrincham are 6 points above the relegation over Gillingham. Kidderminster Harriers at the bottom, 14 points adrift, only 12 available. They are down. Kidderminster are going down. In the Vanarama National, Woking are champions. 10 points clear of the playoff places with 3 to play. Woking are coming back to the Football League to replace Kidderminster. Southend United, York City, Doncaster Rovers, AFC Fylde, Solihull Moors, and Sutton United are currently in the playoff places, the last of which is only above FC Halifax Town and Oldham Athletic by a point. At the bottom, Boreham Wood 2 points above the drop. Wealdstone have fallen into the drop. Boreham Wood won their last game. Wealdstone haven't won in 5, so Wealdstone was above the drop based on goal difference. Now they're 2 points adrift from safety. Hartlepool United are 3 points adrift of safety. Hereford are there with them as well in 23rd. Gateshead are 11 points adrift with only 9 left to play. They've only won 5 games all season, by the way, and that is enough to send them down. Really, they've only won one game. Like Scunthorpe is mid-table, and Oldham are like a playoff contender. But the only other 3 teams they beat are the ones around them. Wealdstone in 21st, Boreham in 20th, and Yeovil in 18th. So what happened in the Eredivisie to save? I will look in a minute. Let me finish Mid-Lancashire and District League, which is the league directly above us. Catton United is promoted. They have secured promotion. They lead the league by 2 points. They have 2 games to play there. Digmore are 5 points clear of Southport and Ninesdale, so Digmore need essentially a draw will be enough to see them through. But at the bottom, Staconians have climbed back out of relegation. Remember, Staconians were hovering above. They fell in last time. They have since won their last game. Cherrybrook lost. So the Staconians have climbed back above the drop. And it is Burskoff Dynamo, Norcross, and Staconians who are all 2 points above the drop over Cherrybrook. Spurley Hay have somehow come back from the dead. 17 games into this season. They had only had a single win. They have racked off 3 wins in a row all of a sudden. And now Spurley Hay are only 3 points adrift with 2 to play. So they might actually do the Great Escape, Spurley Hay. Let's look at the Eredivisie, and then we will explain our save and what we're doing. So stages, we'll start with the first year. AZ Alkmaar. I don't like AZ Alkmaar. They won the league. PSV second, Ajax third, Feyenoord fourth, Utrecht fifth, and Sparta Rotterdam got the Conference League via the Cup. Almere City, Excelsior, and is that Waldwick got relegated. So let's see here. In the second one, this is about to be an Ippon. Let me just see this Ippon. Oh, what a flip. In the second year, this makes 0 sense. Yeah, I know. In the second year, Ajax 1, AZ second, Feyenoord third, PSV fourth, Utrecht 5th. 20, FC 20 was 6th. Vitesse won the cup and got into the UEFA Conference League. Fortuna Sittard, Emmen, and Volendam all went down. In the third year, Feyenoord won, AZ Alkmaar got second, Utrecht got third, Ajax were fourth, PSV fifth, Vitesse sixth, FC 20 won the cup, and then Go Ahead Eagles, Breda, and Den Bosch all got relegated. And in the last year, AZ Alkmaar won again, Feyenoord second, PSV third, Ajax fourth, Utrecht fifth, and it looks like they actually lost a. Looks like maybe they went down in the coefficient because it looks like they lost a European qualification spot and a relegation spot went away. Excelsior and Volendam went down, and currently, oh, it's a relegation playoff. That's right. Okay. And currently, Feyenoord lead 20 is second, AZ's third, PSV Eindhoven's fourth. Ajax are sitting outside European spots. Um, and Sparta Rotherham are in the relegation playoff. Breda and Wilhelm II or Willem the Second are currently in the relegation spots. That's where we're at with PSV, with the Eredivisie. PSV not winning a single title is a little insult. We've won the most titles in this country. Why? What the fuck? FM hates the Union, man. I'm a Union fan. Okay, I'm a Philadelphia Union fan, and I don't know what's going on. It makes no sense, man. If I come here and I look at our history, right? Look at where we finished in the Supporter Shield. Like, we have been a good team, a good team. And then all of a sudden, I start an FM save and the Union are shit. Why? Why? Do you know what I mean? It makes literally zero sense. So I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. Melbourne Seek Wallasteel. God, this is oh, you know what? It's because um the transfer window's closing for the amateurs, right? Or has it already closed? I've seen PSV get relegated in multiple. That makes no sense. See, that makes no sense. But what I will say is, I've had somebody play a save where Liverpool got relegated, and they went to administration, got relegated, and then they came back up, and now they're like 10th in their save. It's not my save, but I'm like this. That's just crazy. I think this Moldovan's number 1 in the world. Oh, he's just took the Serbian out. That's a really good move. All right. I meant to look at PSV for you a little bit further, real quick. Let's dive in. Right? Where the fuck are they? Here we go. Competitions. Can I look at schedule? Schedule. Here we go. So the first year they made the Dutch Cup. They lost to Feyenoord in the Dutch Cup final. They made the Europa League knockout phase, but lost in the playoff round. And then with the new format of the Champions League and whatnot, they made the Champions League phase, and they finished. They finished 29th, so they finished something outside. They did not make. They made the Dutch Cup third round. Watching the Olympics, I am. Please no spoilers because I'm watching it chronologically in order. So I'm actually still on July 28th. But I am watching the Olympics. I'm going through everything because I'm a huge fan of the Olympics. Let's see. Hey, a lot better, by the way. This third year, they only made the Dutch Cup third round, but they made the Europa League quarterfinal, losing to Salzburg 2-1 on aggregate. And then last year, they won the Dutch Cup final. PSV actually won the Dutch Cup that year. And this year they're playing for the Dutch Cup again. And they made the Europa League they won the Europa League. So they won the Europa League one year. and they won the Dutch Cup as well since the save started. So, have you seen our last season? What, like real life? I don't. PSV Eindhoven, current season, last season, real life, last season. Let's see. You were 29 4-1, one single loss, and that was to uh, NEC nine. Is it Nijmegen, or just commonly known as NEC? And that was away. And De Jong missed the penalty in that game as well. And then the Dutch Cup, you lost in the round of 16 to Feyenoord, but you lost to Dortmund in the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League. That cup match was so controversial. Was it really? That was the third round, right? The round of 16? PSV. Yeah, because you beat 20 the round before. It doesn't have anything on the cup. Uh, so all right, let me keep moving on. By the way, because I'm recording this season. Where are you guys at? You're in the Dutch Cup final again, and you were knocked out of the UEFA Champions League knockout playoffs round to Inter Milan. 4-0 in aggregate. In that round of 16 match against Feyenoord, there was a clear penalty the ref didn't spot, but then it came out that the VAR ref refused to be used. Used to be a Feyenoord season ticket holder. Oh my God. Talk about conflict of interest. Yeah, that is controversial. Was it the Dutch league that also had that ref in like the fourth division that gave out like 2 red cards and then he went partying with the team after he won them the league or something like that? I think that was also the Dutch league, or it might have been Belgium actually. I can't remember. Yeah, yeah. Fucking watch it be the same ref. He gets demoted. He goes and parties with the fucking hell, fucking hell. Uh, but that wasn't the fourth division. Our naming is weird. Oh, I thought it was the fourth tier, like in general. It was definitely. Let me put it this way, right? It was definitely an amateur side. We'll put it that way. We know that. What is this? Denby United. Let me move on. Sorry, offers made for Ryan. We're accepting all these offers for Ryan, man. When is the actual deadline calendar? It's passed. The restricted transfer window is closed. It was our ninth tier. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I see what you mean. How the naming's weird. So I actually have finally made sense, by the way, of the English pyramid. Like people look at the pyramid, and once they get below like level 8 or 9, a lot of the times they get really fucking confused. And I'm like, listen, I get why, but if you think about it, the English pyramid and the way it's built actually makes sense. Like, and the way they do it makes sense. And I think um, every country will eventually, that's big enough, obviously, will eventually do it in the same way that England does it, because it's like, I'm sure it's the same way actually in the Netherlands. I'm sure it's not anything new, but the way it fractures and regionalizes at the lower levels just to save on cost. You know what I mean? Because obviously they're fully amateur sides. They don't want somebody paying from, say, Worcester to drive all the way over to freaking, Leeds to play a football match. Yeah, we have that too. Yeah, it just makes sense. I was talking about this on stream the other day. Though, like somebody was like, "It doesn't. It's really weird the football pyramid." I'm like, when you think about it, it's not actually that weird. Like it's built the way it's built for a reason to cut down on costs and things like that. But um, anyway, at least that's what I've come to find. So Bellstone, Hatfield Town. I think I've already gone through these guys. Hatfield Town has a website, but I don't think. Yeah, I have. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we don't have a tier system at all. We just have two rival competing leagues in the U.S. So people say USL is like a lower league tier or a lower tier, like a tier two, but it's really not. It's just an independent league that competes against MLS for fans, for regions, for youth. The sport in this country is actually really broken. Also, if you play from a club in a small town, you're going to have rivalries with small towns close to you, so you'd get to like have regionalized leagues. Yeah, so you'd like that. Yeah, exactly. I always looked at it from a cross perspective. I always just the way I always thought of it, I didn't even think about that, and that's a very good point. But um, the way I always thought of it is like once you get down to like level 10, level 11 in England, for example, there's no like those players are not paid. Do you know what I mean? So what happens is, or my what I the way I conceptualized it is, you have to have those players stay locally so that because they're going to be paying for their own travel costs and their own equipment and everything else in those tiers, you can keep that low by keeping them their travel costs very low and keeping them compact into a small, uh, a much smaller area. There's barely any funny. Yeah, exactly. I've actually talked to some of the clubs. This jersey's a level 10 jersey, and yeah, they said like they'll bring in 3 5,000 quid uh, a season, and I'm like, bro, that's not a lot. Like, but that's just the way it is. So sorry, but for me personally, I love lower league. I absolutely love the game. That's what makes me love football. Teams play on bare minimum what's necessary just for the love of the game. I agree. I love absolutely love the game, and I love lower league football, non-league football, even not just lower league football, but non-league football. Is what I love the most. Like I'm just a big fan of that kind of stuff. I think it's wonderful. So I try to support where I can. I did actually this season sponsor a football club. So uh, we sorted it out on Monday, and the pure banter is on another level there. That's funny, but yeah, um, I love it. So I don't think I'll be able to do it next summer, but I think the summer after that, in 2026, I'm going to plan to try and go to England, and I want to watch. Of course, I want to watch West Ham play, right? But I want to go visit like a Worcester City, a Reigate Priory, a a freaking like really smaller club. You know what I mean? Like, uh, I just like I want to go to. I don't. My plan would be to go to Vanarama National and and Vanarama North, and then go to like combined counties league and stuff like that. I think it'd be great. Right. Contract set to expire. Weatherstone has been phenomenal for us in the under 18s, so he gets an extension. Foster is 23, okay, but he's out on loan, and I think we're gonna trigger an extension for him. Andy Cross, the rest, I'm kind of about. Wallace, I can set for release. Tricep's actually not been too bad, so we'll have him another season. Um, we can delay this one. Involved in an outgoing transfer offer. We'll delay that one because he's currently going out. Um, and you got to buy some merch then. Yeah, exactly. I have a few jerseys. I was telling the gentleman that was here before you, I bought a bunch of lower league jerseys last season. So Billingham Symphonia, which is I think in the 12th tier, Newcastle Blue Star, Toe Lawton, Reigate Priory, Chatham Town, Knoll, uh, Worcester, um, and Worcester City, sorry, and AFC Taunton. So I bought 9 clubs kits last season. Um, oh, and not only that, I'm sorry. It's I'm it's not Weldstone, but they're not coming to mind. But it's a red. It's like a divided kit. It's like this down the middle, but it's red and blue. Um, Fucking can't think of it. So 10 different and football kits down the Peter Retreat. Yes, that's why I like him. I like him because if I were to order a West Ham jersey, not good enough, but he looks like he has potential. Sheffield, no. This is like way down there. Like I can tell you in a minute. I can tell you in a minute. Hold on. What did I get? No, that was the Taunton shirt I bought. Classic football. I bought it off Classic Football Shirts, believe it or not. Here we go. I bought it. Wakefield. Wakefield. That was the one. Yeah, I don't know those. Wakefield. Yeah. So they're way down there. If you look, they're like very far down there. Like Worcester City won the Hellenic Premier League last season. Reigate won. I can't even remember the league they're in, but they're in the Southern Combination Football League Division One this season. Like it's not. They're not high up there. Taunton is a level 10 side or a level 9 side, I think. Um, Knoll, I think, is level 11 or 12. Um, Carlos Oliver. Okay. Recently signed current contract and has a 1-year extension clause. Let's delay the decision for those 3. Let's look at the youth. The youth will apply the delays. I think these 3 are going to get let go, but we'll apply the delays. So, but yeah, I actually search out for lower league kits because even so, if I were to buy, the thing I was going to say is, if I were to buy a West Ham kit, it would cost me about with the name and the number on the back, it would cost me about 120 quid or about 110 quid, and it would cost another 30 pounds just to ship it to me. So I'd be paying somewhere around $170 for it, right? US dollars for it. I have bought a lower league jersey. One of the ones that I bought, they wanted 11 pounds for it. Granted, shipping was still 30 pounds, but 41 pounds for a jersey is like 60 bucks. So it's like, do I want to buy a $170 jersey or do I want to buy a $60 jersey? And the $60 jersey will go a lot farther in helping the club. Do you know what I mean? Like West Ham aren't gonna um, sneeze if I buy a jersey or not from them. But if I buy a jersey from a lower league club, it might help them out. You know what I mean? So of course I'm gonna buy a lower league club um, every time. But I mean, I do want another West Ham jersey because the one that I have is now 4 years old. I have Cho So Hyun, her jersey She played for West Ham for 2 seasons. Then she went to Spurs for 2 seasons, and now I don't even think she's in the FAWSL anymore. So it's like you know what I mean? Like I just she's moved on for like 3 years ago from West Ham. So now I'm like it'll be 4 now I think. So I'm like I need to get another jersey. But um, Ryan's definitely going to be on the move because my man has got 100 different offers for him. He's wanted by 148 fucking clubs. Good lord. He has 28 clubs that are interested that have offered. He has 28 offers, and then he has another 34 who are interested, and then he has another 65 or 86, sorry, that have rumored interest. These guys here are the team that I'm playing in FM10. I have an FM10 offline save, and these are the guys I'm playing as. Um, but like, holy shit, man, that's a lot of clubs. Oh, the French are going to be disappointed because the Kazakh just, I think he just ippon. Yeah, he did. He just beat the French in front of their home crowd with 7 seconds left, by the way. Brutal way to lose. That's a terrible way to lose. The Frenchman can't believe it. And I'm like, dude, he got you. He tripped you up, man. Oh, well. Did he get him by the leg? I think he got him by the leg. Oh, yeah. This is, I think, probably the last quarterfinal of this judo session. We're only 7 days to go till the fixture. We did have a humongous database, and I've since cut it down. But it is, we're using, oh, the save. I never explained the save to you. So, what is the save? West Ham denied by late call. Who they draw? Man United. Okay, and the Union lost. So this is CounterLogic FC. CounterLogic Gaming was an esports org that existed back up until 2023, up until last year. It's since went it went under. It went belly up, unfortunately, right? Um, and what happened is I've recreated them as a football club. Now the starting 11, everybody in the starting 11, so all of these guys here have some form of relation to CounterLogic Gaming, whether it's myself, whether it's Snicky, whether it's Parks. So myself, Parks, and Snicky, who used to commentate CounterLogic Gaming's Counter Strike team. Um, whether it's Jack Lemon MD, who was one of their Discord moderators, whether it's Frack, who was a close friend of one of the former players. Everybody here had some connection to the old CounterLogic Gaming. So we've recreated them and we've recreated our community members as players on the team. I will need to swap out myself and Parks because we're both suspended. So who's coming in? Wellman can come in, which means Harris will get the sub spot, and then Parks. Did I put Wellman in? Wellman, where's our? Oh, Warner. That's the other guy. Warner will come in for Parks, and then I'll leave Burnley and all them. So who else is? Anybody else hurt? Frack is hurt, but he's going to be good. I think we're all going to be good. So that's the save. We started in level 20, the bottom of the English football pyramid. We started at the very bottom, and we are using DanFM databases England level 20 database save, and we are now on our way up through the divisions. This is level 16. We've been promoted to level 15 already for next season. We're just trying to go up as champions now. But that's where we're at. That is where we're at in this save. So Upton JFC reserves and Shevington reserves. We've got 6th and then I believe 10th out of the 11 teams in the league, and the season is over. Our under 18s are also still competing. So you can see our season actually ends on the 15th of April. And the under 18s, I think, go for another week or two after that, actually. But yeah, that's where we're at currently in our save. We've had a large, and I mean large chunk of processing to get through because our fixtures this time were 29 days apart. So, uh, yes, but still. What the hell is that club? Madra? That's got to stand for something. Ryan set the sign for Arden Forest. What a name. What a fucking banger name. Uh, yes, that's fine. Uh, hold on a second. Doesn't. Nice. Ryan did sign. We let him walk. Is the club pissed that we let him walk? We don't know yet. Okay. This is Mongolian versus Brazilian. It's a quarterfinal in the judo. The VOD has 14 minutes left. So this is either the last match or it's the penultimate match in the judo, and then I'm going to be moving on to something else. Right, Ryan is set for Arden, or he's signed for Arden Forest, so he's good to go. What the fuck, man? Come on, phone. That's good. That's fine. So, anyway. Oof. I got a minute left in this one. That looks insanely physical. Judo just looks insanely physical. 6 days to go. Right. Should Daniel Ryan be signed? Yes, no, whatever. Um, I mean, they say that they're going to sign Korf, but then nobody's come to me with an offer. So, new contract for Amos, maybe, maybe. Uh, he wants me to tie all 3, but this guy's 2.5 stars. I don't know if I want to tie him down. Graham Hughes. He's not the worst guy I've seen, though. To be fair to him. Well, we'll move on. We'll move on. Weatherstone is not moving to the under 21s because they don't play in the league. So, and then this could be a pin. That it didn't even count as a pin. Nice. 5 days to go. So they're going to go to golden score, these two, the Mongolian and the Brazilian. We are looking at leagues. We already did leagues in focus, so we're going to move right along. Our new oh my God, Barney Tullock. Are you kidding me? Where's your current ability, mate? Like what level? Should be looking to add greater consistency to his game. Hello. I'm still just listening. All good. Where'd you go? Where did the recommend like the levels go? Good talents, great talent. Is it? Oh, that's Slovak. Okay. Well, yes, youngster. I think that's fine. Um, I don't wanna. I don't wanna attend the game. Ubang Garba. They're giving me four stars basically. I'll take the 4 stars all day. The 4.5s even I would take too. I mean, they're just youth contracts, so what am I really losing with a youth contract? You know, I totally forgot about the fucking promises. Oh well, there's gonna be some pissed players. Why would you be 15 and be asking, "Hey, I need you to improve the position of defensive center"? Like, bro, you're 15. Fucking hit the gym, man. Come on. Worry about yourself. You know what I mean? If you get into the first team and now you're in the first team and you want to talk about what you want to stay, sure. But like, bro, I ain't gonna fucking listen to you. Like, you're either gonna accept that you're playing your football here, and you're gonna play, and you're gonna be very happy to get a contract, or you're gonna piss off somewhere else. Like, I don't know. Makes no sense. Makes no sense to these kids be like, we need to improve this position. We need to improve this coaching staff. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, that's how I feel about it, at least. All right, I've loaded the level 13 leagues. I'm gonna have a poke and a prod around there. Let's see, 14 suggestions, including oh yeah, oh hell yeah. Chris Foster loan report. Here we go. 9 appearances. Sorry, 9 appearances. Uh, he had a 6.7, 6.7, a 6.6. His passing's really good. He has 7.1, a 6.8, a 6.5, a 6.6, a 6.6, and a 6.4. Okay, not bad. I lost the audio here. There's a minute 13 left. Oh, the dude had a cut, so he had to get bandaged. The Mongolian. Right. Thompson's back in full training. That's good for us. 4 days to go now. Oh my goodness me, he's just scored on the golden score. The Brazilian did it anyway. They waited through like a 5-6 minute delay for him to get bandaged up, and then they just swiped out 1 foot from underneath him. He lifted him back, pivoted him back like this, and then he just took him down. I was like, whew. It's a big win for the Brazilian. Is there another match coming, or is that it? Let me see. Let's see the replay. If they show it. Oh, that was really good. That was really good. He knew it too. He knew it the moment he hit the mat. He's looking right at the ref like, did he score it? And the ref was like, yep. He knew that right away. That is the judo. Done and dusted. Nice. What do we got next? Men's and women's singles round of 34 in the table tennis. And then that's probably gonna be the last VOD tonight for me. I still have 2 hours left in the stream, but we have field hockey tomorrow. A lot of field hockey and tennis tomorrow going through as we march down. What is this? Hold on. Okay, well, the video's going to start anyway. This said it was 4 hours. It's 5 hours. Fuck's sake. All right. I don't need that. Let's keep moving on. So, oh, it's another one of these quad screens. 4 games at once. Nice. Oh my God, Twinkle. Holy fuck. No way, bro. Say it isn't so, Twinkle. Say it isn't so. There's a small chance you may be able to fix this recurring injury for good. Holy shit, bro. That's a bad injury. I was expanding on my kid's wish list now that you had me thinking about it. Yeah. Classic Football Shirts is a deadly website, brother. That is a deadly website. And I am always perusing it for fucking what do you call it? For non-league kits. That's what I meant to say. Where's Twinkle here? No, he's not linked. Okay. Rip. Twinkle really out here blowing his back out. Okay. So I'm on the hunt for lower league one. That's why I am looking at the pyramid right now, because it's like I'm on a hunt for a jersey, a lower league side. So I love doing this though. They don't have any. These guys don't have a club shop. R.I.P. So anyway, Tom said pulled his groin. Youth candidates win as Adam impresses. That's good. Adams had an 8.0. Did we offer him a contract? And what is his report? This is the Slovak. Actually, he looks kind of good. So, would you like to see a wish list of my kits? I use Football Kit Archive to look first. Okay, nice. Yes, you can send me a wish list of the kits. Please do not. Please make sure it is not a shortened link. Please make sure it's the full long link. Do not use the link shortener, please. But absolutely. So, Stuart Aikens, an American. We're gonna grab the 4-star guys here too. 4 stars. Where are you, bud? 4 stars. Here you are. We'll grab all the 4-star guys on a youth contract. Actually, I can just ask the director of football to do it. I mean, shit. There are multiple pages. I appreciate you sent me the actual thing and not a shortened link. The Chester 24-25 is nice. I know that. Ooh. Utrecht. Yokohama Marinos. Oh, that away Yokohama Marinos is so nice. The Belgium one is nice too. I actually really like that kit. That kit had to grow on me a bit, but it did. I really did like that kit. Arsenal 23-24 home is okay. Olympique Lyons. Not a big fan of the club, but that's okay. Zol's nice. That Kagoshima United kit looks real nice. What else? The Sheffield Wednesday 18-19 kit is a really nice kit. The Mexico 2022 away. Yes. That kit is fire. That kit is so good. Uh, but oh my goodness me, that kit is nice. I would say, do they have MLS on? They don't have MLS on here. Oh, they do. They do. I'm gonna show you one. I'm gonna show you one. Oh, our way. I love it so much. Where is our? Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. Look at this one. That's the home kit that we, or the away kit that we had for 2 years. It is unbelievable, that kit. That's clean as fuck. Yeah, yeah. That kit is so nice, and it had the yellow shorts. So the trim that you saw on the that you see on the sleeves of it, that was the same color as the shorts. So I'm like, oh, we looked great in those kits. We've had some good ones. The smoke kit, our current away one's really good. Our current home one, which I wore yesterday, is really good. The 2022 home one was good. At the bottom right, you can go to page 2 of my list. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, I do see it. Oh, 506 Arsenal, the O2, the Burgundy O2. That's classic. You gotta love that one. The 2001 Catalonia one's real nice. Oh, Mexico 1999. That is just San Marino O2 as well. Wow. Uh, oh, 98 Mexico as well. Oh my God, so nice. The Croatia 98 as well was really nice. Jamaica 98. Ooh, the Yokohama from 1993. The Yokohama Flugels. That one, really good. No. Okay, well, I'll make them unavailable if they're not eligible. Joe Jones is unavailable, but that's fine. Corset, and there we go. Let's see more of these kits. Hold on, what do you got? Arsenal 92-93 is, I hated that kit, actually. England 1993 is good. The 1990 Germany kit. Fuck, that's a good kit. That's so nice. And then Yugoslavia 1982 away. Wow. I really want this one for no particular reason. Let me come back here. That's nice. League One in Peru. 94 San Augustine. That's kind of nice. Yeah. Oh. I want I want one of the old West Ham kits too, like with the fucking Dagenham Motors one. So let's see which year is it? Man, we've kind of had some boring kits, to be honest with you. 2010, 2011 home is good for West Ham. That was good. It's because it's a Peruvian kit that has a unique sponsor. Did you see it? Yeah, yeah. The what was it? I just had it up here. Crack Sportwear. Definitely unique. We are 2 days away from the fixture. I'm trying to find this jersey that I want. 98, 99 would be nice, but oh, there it is. 1994, 95 home. So good. Anyway, we've got the. I could look at these things all fucking day. I gotta get off. Um, I absolutely need to get. It would kill me, man. I would just be looking at kits all day. We are the marquee matchup versus JFC. This one is so clean. All right, hold on. Gambo Osaka. Oh man, season 1996. That is nice. That is nice. Oh, did you see the 2024 special they have? God, God, that's insanely nice. This gun. Woof, woof. Um, we're the marquee matchup. I gotta shut the blinds in a minute. Uh, Game one went to Cho Dae-sung over Kanak Ja. That's men's singles. Korea over the United States. We got what? I think we got two on the women's singles and two on the men's singles right now. Madagascar, Egypt, Korea, the U.S., and then China, Brazil is one, and the other one is Singapore and somebody. Singapore and France. No, Singapore and Romania. Decent turnout. We expected to sell 100 tickets. We are 1-4 favorites. 13-1 for Upton. Draws 4-1. Bront has urged his teammates to set themselves a target of winning all the remaining games, starting with JFC Upton reserves. CLG FC are guaranteed the title if they win one more of the last 2 games of the season. The goalkeeper wants his team to take one more step towards the title. Bront has 10 clean sheets and 36 saves in 18 appearances. We're on a record-winning run. We've won, 6 in a row? So, I think we've won 6 in a row. No, we've won 7 in a row. The existing mark is also 7 by Brofton Amateur Reserves, which means if we win, we'll set the record. The record for points was 50, which means if we win both the remaining games, we'll set the record. And we've won 15 matches. The record is 16, which means if we win both our remaining games, we will win the record. That's amazing. I love kits like this. The checkerboard pattern. I love, love, love kits like this. Kawasaki front tail 2014 home. So good. So, yeah, I love kit like that. All right. Let's kick this on with the first question from Clegg Crifford at the Football Ramble. We've essentially won the district. Your goal difference is so superior. I can't. I'm certainly not going to celebrate until it's mathematically confirmed. This isn't over yet. Frank's made an instant impression, putting in some good performances. I've been delighted. Twinkle won't be available. Just how big of a blow is that to your chances? Twinkle's a cracking player. The game will be much tougher without him. Do you have a date in mind for Townsend's return from injury? I can have him back for that match. If he's not back for that match, it'd be great. And I think it's a realistic possibility. It's been noted that you've signed a number of young players. Is that a conscious effort for the Yeah. You talk about rumors linking to. I don't know where these rumors came from. Nope, that's nothing to do with us. Your team is one of the best passing success rates. I certainly do. Toshimas have the key attributes. This is his sort of match. Okay. So, let me close the blind while we wait for this to process. We are 1 day away from the fixture. There we go. Singapore won their first game. Chinese won their first game. That's in the women's. Egypt won their first game, and then Korea won the first game as well. So we got table tennis going on. Everything here, I believe, is round of 64. I need to look to confirm that that is true, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, round of 64. This is all round of 64. So there's going to be, each table is going to have 16 matches on it. Good God. Okay. I'm going to save because team meetings never usually go well because football manager and morale is fucking stupid. So The Romanians blowing the Singapore away in the second game, by the way. It's going to be 1-1 there. Pretty close everywhere else. Did you see the field hockey? No, I'm actually literally on day 3. So I have to watch all of the rest of the Olympics still because there is so much sport when the Olympics first start. Like day 2 that I watched, day 1 is opening ceremonies. Day 2, I've watched, I mean, everything: the rugby, the judo, the tennis, the table tennis, the badminton, some of the field hockey, the handball, the football, the water polo, the basketball. It's just been insane, right? There's just been so much. Oh, damn, you're far behind. Yeah, but I'm literally taking it. I think the thing is, it's just there is so much sport. Like the only thing that I'm skipping, the only events I'm actually skipping are men's singles and doubles tennis, women's doubles tennis, men's gymnastics, sailing, equestrian, fencing, breakdancing, um, and I think that's it. I'm literally watching everything else. So, how bad have you been trying to avoid spoilers? I've been trying to dodge them like the plague. I've actually managed to avoid most of them. I've had a few things spoiled for me, but most I've managed to dodge. The only stuff that I've actually had spoiled for me is the shit like when you click into a VOD or a replay on NBC's website, because NBC's our broadcaster here. They have a little blurb at the top that says breaking news, and it has an X next to it to close it out. So every time I open a video, it's like breaking news. This person's won the gold. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking know that. That's why I'm on the replays. I don't need you to tell. So, but have you seen that Australian breakdancer? I saw the meme online. Yes. That was kind of funny. Uh, we need one more point to claim the championship, so give it all out there so avoid our success. We can do this. Slightly positive. It's been great to see how everyone's applying themselves to the title stake. We have to keep this going. Uh, good to see support. Okay. Some of them, okay. It's had a positive effect. That's good. Good. Parks can dive into his tackles. Good, 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 good. So I did see the memes online though. I will say that it's fun. It's funny. Breakdancing is not something I was gonna watch anyway, so it's like okay, I don't mind that I'm looking at this now. You know what I mean? It's like, but part of me's like, fuck, man, I don't. I just hope. Um, um. Anyway, 158.2 triple bottom. The time frame did you derive your key levels from? Oh, it's the day chart. Okay. Okay. That's an interesting conversation. Sorry, on Twitter. I haven't. I don't know. I really enjoy the Olympics, so I'm going through everything chronologically. The one thing I meant to say is I don't know how much longer or for how long the replays will be up and available for. Apparently, for Tokyo, they were available for a while, which is great. Like 2 to 3 months afterwards, which is great. That'll do me everything, But um, it depends on what the rights were. So I don't know what the rights are like for NBC and the IOC. I probably just saw one of the worst kits in my life, and it's a West Ham kit. Of course it is. China's 2-0 up on their game, by the way. We're champions. We're champions. AFC Einsdale threw it away. They threw it away. Horgan in the second minute for Mawsonbrook under 21s. One scored, and then Smith for AFC Einsdale drew them level before Smith put AFC Einsdale ahead in the 55th minute. Schofield for Mossabrook under 21s leveled in the 71st. Ryan for AFC Einsdale put them ahead in the 90th. They would be on 44 points had they won. But Crawford in the second minute of stoppage time has leveled for Mossabrook under 21s, which means they could only split the points. They can only get 45. We're on 46, and it's over already. We don't even need to play. Uh, I had I had I sent myself and Parks down to the under 18s to play in that match because we're suspended for the next one, and I scored twice, and we won 6-3 over Weldstone under 18. So the under 18s are now 2 or 3 points clear with 3 to play as well. These are some used contracts, but we've won the division without even having to play a match, or the penultimate match of the season. What the fuck is this? That one's not that bad. That kid's not that bad. That was the last year at the Boylan. That kid's not that bad at all. If you want to see a bad West Ham kit, I can show you a bad West Ham kit. Uh, I got 2, in fact. I've already pulled. That's also pretty hideous. Yeah, that was really bad. The rest of these look okay. All right, I've gone back to 1990, and I would say terrible West Ham kits. Here's 3 of them. The first one, the second one. This second one's really bad, and the third one. I think they're pretty bad. Oh my God, have you seen this goalkeeper kit from West Ham? Holy shit, that is hideous. That's bad, bad, bad. Anyway, um, you've got to get me away from that site, man. It's like, ugh. So we are the champions. They're happy, good. Out of those 4, only the goalkeeper kit sucks. So I don't like the third kit, the 2009-10 away, with the big fat white the big fat light blue stripe, because it cuts out for the sponsor. And I'm like, what is this? What is going on? Like, it just, I don't know. I don't like it. Um, and then the middle one I hate the most because it has that sash. And it's like, why is it like a sash, man? The U.S. had kits like that the one year where they had like the sash, and I'm like, they didn't look good. Um, what World Cup was that? Oh yeah, here we go. 2010 away and 2021 international. um, oof. Sorry if I belched on stream, by the way. I should have been muted for it, but I don't know if I actually got in time. Like these 2, I was never a big fan of those 2 for the U.S. The Egyptians taking the second game over the Madagascaran, and the Romanian is 2-1 up on the Singaporean. I think the Chinese is up 10-6 in their game. The American level, they're 1 game all versus the Korean in that one. I can't I I can't do anything. So my girlfriend's not big on sport. She's not a big sports person. But what I would say is whenever she does get into sport, it's always an international event like the Olympics. And she is big on Team Korea. And so whenever Team Korea plays Team USA, where she's like, She's like brutal. She's pretty brutal when it comes to things. So, um, I'm watching this table tennis game going like, thank God she didn't text me during this shit or something. So, all right, it is match day. Finally, if you're with us on YouTube, thank you so much. And we finally got there after an hour and a half. But we talk about everything here on Twitch, kits, you know, everything, football in general. It's a big, big, big passion here. Let me get rid of these 2 tabs. Okay. So, very excited for the Premier League to be back next weekend. Very excited the Football League is back this weekend. And the domestic season was back 2 weekends ago. That is nowhere even remotely close to the website I wanted to go to. So, life's better when you watch us on, or I should say, streams better when you watch us on Twitch, because we're way more interactive there for our YouTube fans. But if you ever miss anything, if you're on Twitch and you do ever miss anything, and you want to catch up on how we've done, YouTube will have it. The YouTube, we put all the VODs for F1, FM, and we're putting NASCAR up there as well on the YouTubes. Thank you for the follow. I hope I've said your name correctly, by the way. I believe it's Durandi, but I'm not 100% sure. So if I am wrong, please feel free to correct me. Spurs beat West Ham 3-1. The Union lost 1-0, of course. Southport Nine-Steel's reserves can't. Well, of course they can't. The reserve side. So um, we're expected to win, even though the league's been wrapped up. I would like to break the records. I'm always for that. So let's see how we do. Twinkle is injured. Oh yeah, he broke his back. So who's my DM? It's going to be the great Ben Brindley who comes in for DM, and then I also need a replacement, and that'll be at the sub, and that'll be Tom set in for Twinkle. So there we go. Let's go. I'm not even ready. I am not even ready. Let me take a look real quick at. Let me find that music, because we do play music like walkout music and whatnot. So here we go. That's good enough. I don't mind any foreign pronunciations as long as they make sense, because I don't expect people to say it correctly my native way. Okay. I appreciate that. It is 7. They made 7 changes from the previous matchup. Let's point the finger and say, if you carry on your performance, we'll do well, and let us get into the game. For our 4-2-3-1 versus Upton JFC Reserve, they're 4-3-3. There's the table. We're champions. The C. After Einsdale failed to win. We get the guard of honor here. It makes it more of a struggle, so I've gotten used to the English way. Now you got me wondering what it's supposed to be. Uptown gets us underway. Man, the Chinese is rolling the Brazilian. 3 games to none. That is a foul by Warner. So here we go. Free kick for Upton. Coming in far post, headed wide. So opening minute, a chance for Upton JFC Reserves, but it's squandered away. Jack Lemon, MD, will knock that down. Okonikun gives it back to Broad. The field can reset. We're going to continue with this buildup of play. Here's Wellman for Cookies. Cookies finds Snicky. Space on the right, Snicky. Wellman for Warner. Cookies, who dropped in. Finds Spaps. Here's Warner again. Wellman. Back for Jack. Switch the play. Ball can go here. Yep. Brindley from Jack to a Konikun over the top for the run of Sheamus on the left-hand side. Can he keep the ball in? Yes, he can. Sheamus now with the cross coming in. Back post. Spaps could be there. And it's just brushed off the top of the net for a goal kick. Urandi. Okay. Voice with a uvular thrill for the R sound. I have no idea what that means. But Urandi. Yoandi? What is a uvular thrill? You thrill your uvula for the R sound. What? Place the back of your tongue against the uvula and move air to cause the uvula to vibrate on its own. I don't even think I could ever do that, by the way. At least I've not been taught to ever do something like that, so I don't even know how you would. I don't even know how you would do that. Is it like a harder sound? Like does it come out like a, like almost like a k on the R, or like a? Is that what it's like? So, I mean, I'm not going to get it. I will say that. Well, that's what I meant. Okay. I mean, I won't be able to get it, but I'm wondering if it's like a harder sound, like you know how in uh, like Slovak, kind of Eastern European, it's basically a Spanish R but further back. Ah, okay, okay. You'll run, but that's rolling the R. That's the Spanish R. But you gotta, okay. I don't even know how you would move the tongue back. Cookies! Oh, wow, that was just wide. That was insanely close. Cookies probably should have scored that, to be fair to him, actually. But now Sheamus is booked. I've got two players booked. Okay. But changing the J to a Y is not an issue. That I will say. God, the one table tennis match is already over. China 4-0 over the Brazilian in the women's round of 64. So here's Snicky Cookies. Cookies on the Kunikun's probably offsides. The flag's up on the far side. Yeah. Instead of your palate, it's your uvula. Yeah. I don't know how to get that. I don't have any practice with something like that. And I've never done that before, so I don't know how I would even go about doing that, to be fair. I have no clue about how to actually execute that. But what you're saying does make sense. I just don't know if I can get the actual proper sound on it. So. Right, 21st minute. Jack here with the ball. Brindley. Up for Kunikun. Over for Frack. He's got space down the line to send Sheamus. He doesn't. He chooses to go back inside. Brindley now slides one over to Sheamus. More triangle passing between a Kunikun and Brindley. And there's a Kunikun. And you've got Frack. Brindley. We do base. If you can't tell, we're a possession team with patient build-up play. Cookies has pushed off that ball, but he is still going to get to it here. Here comes a cross. Snicky's there. Snicky is there, and now we lead. 11th goal of the season. Okay, they've been doing it unconsciously. Okay. Yeah. It makes sense on languages that have those in the pronunciations. You know what I mean? Whereas English doesn't have that, especially American English. There we go. 1-0. So, good goal from Snicky. They're 11th of the year. They had a huge goal drought earlier in the season. and they've still managed to snap the drought, and now they're scoring almost in every game again. Cookies with the ball. That's way too heavy a touch. It's a good clearance from Gomez, but it won't go out. Cookies will still be there for him. And now he's knocked it past. Here comes the ball. Far post. Sheamus! And Dunn gets a hand to it. There's the ball in. Dunn will grab it. The Madagascarans taken the third game, and the Americans taken games 2, 3, and 4. So he's up 3-1, the American. Egyptians still up 2-1. Here's Cookies. That's in the men's side. Brindley, Wellman, Warner. Warner going for goal. Oh, it's tipped onto the bar by Dunn. There it is. Pronunciation on the right. Okay. Okay. I can try it if you want me to try it. Okay. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about how I would do it. Try it. Is it Gerhandi? No, I didn't thrill it enough. And it was too. It was too. But it, sticky. Oh, that's 2. Look at that. I'm so. There we go. Gerhandi. Gerhandi. No, that might not be it. You're probably laughing your fucking ass off. Really good ball to Snicky over the top, and that is 2-0. They have got 12 on the season now. I'm going to get a response or a judgment on how good or poor that was after all of the laughing dies down. Here's Londas. Oh, that's whipped in. It's a flex. It will be a corner. No, I don't want to. I don't want to say. You know. Wait. What you're doing is a voice. Yes. Voices for. Okay. This is the sound. Yeah, I did listen to that. I did listen to that. This is the sound. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. So that means you're placing it too far back. I wasn't even placing my tongue. Oh my lord. How do I even? Johlandi. Or Yohandi. No, the sound. That's the sound. Yeah. Johundi? No. I'm trying to consciously make an effort to push the sound forward because now I know what you mean. I can feel where. Place the back of your tongue upwards. Johundi. No. You're Hundi. I'm trying to make an effort to do it, but I can't. Fuck, man. It actually agitates me that I can't speak a language like that. Yeah. The back of my tongue. The back, not the front. That's right. I've been doing the front of the tongue. You're right. This is going to be a really odd VOD for anybody that's. No, I'm just teasing. How do you lift the back of your Hundi? Is that it? No, it's not It's not Hundi. It's your Hundi. Try doing like a scoose or a scout or something. Right. All right then. Internationale. If you've seen that clip, you'll know what I'm talking about. No, not what I had in mind. Oh man. Oh God. I had somebody today, by the way, tell me that he wishes that he had. Oh my God, Snicky! Oh, denied for the hat trick. I had somebody tell me today that they wish they had the Kate Abdo, Thierry Henry, Jamie Carragher, Micah Richards desks for their Champions League coverage in the UK. The Romanian 4-1 over Singapore. So the women's matches are both finished. Lifting the back of the tongue. Yahandi. No? No? Akoni-kun? Oh, it's just wide. Oh, maybe. The second link is what you're not supposed to do. Yeah, I know. But again, like, it's not something that's native to anything that I've spoken before. So doing it is not natural. Do you know what I mean? And knowing the difference between the first sound that I'm supposed to make and the second sound, which I have made, is not, it's not easy to know the difference between how to make those sounds. Do you know what I mean? So, oh, that was close. Spaps. He's lost the ball. Here's Wellman. Spaps. Cookie out wide. Come on. Why did the run not be there? He should have called for the ball. Now you have the option to, now you have all the acreage to just get the ball. Oh, Spaps is in. Spaps is in. The flag is up. It's not going to count. So. Yeah, I don't know the difference. Every time I go to pronunciate the R, I feel like I'm getting that H sound. So. And that's not what I want. Cookies. Oh my God, what a dribbling. Cookies, that's brilliant. 9th goal of the season for Cookies. Wellman. And that's just brilliant. That's just brilliant from Cookies. It is 3-0. The Koreans taking game 5, by the way. They're going to game 6 between Korea and America. Egypt, Madagascar are locked at 7-all in game 5. Egypt lead 3-1. We're in the 41st minute here. Here's Kennedy looking for Hind, but it is taken away by Jack. Brott's going to have it. Wellman here. Now we can build from the back again. Warner, it can go forward. It will. Cookies. Spaps is here. Spaps for Wellman, who's come forward. Wellman, there was an opportunity maybe to chip it over the top. Cookies is found from Spaps. Cookies for Spaps. Spaps with the cross. Akoni-kun's going for the ball, and that is wide. Warner with the throw, 43rd minute. Cookies back to Warner. Brindley here. Jack for Wellman. Snicky. No turn and shoot. Brindley now. What is he going with the ball? He's trying to find Akoni-kun, but Thomas has cut it out. Jack puts it back in. Akoni-kun's got Sheamus. Sheamus got an option on the left here with Frack. Frack maybe can tuck back in, but instead it's going to be Brindley. He kind of made his run straight to where he was he was with the ball. So now Wellman, Cookies going to turn and shoot. He is. That's parried away by Dunn, and it will be a corner. Out again by Dunn. for another corner. The Egyptians just won 4-1, and Dunn has just grabbed that ball. So that should be the half. We got 20 seconds till time at the half. Sheamus back for Frack. For Sheamus, he stayed on. Here's Snicky. Snicky can't turn and shoot. Back to Warner. I don't know why it's coming out of the box. And Bridley's just blasted over. Almost every human is able to make every sound. Yes. That can be extremely difficult as it's not their native language, but with enough exposure and practice, you'll eventually just figure it out. Just out of nowhere it clicks. Just like how it does with the infants. We also constantly know how our mouth and throat create noises with tongue placement, movement, and way more. We just need to figure it out. And learning IPA and phonologically makes it easier to pronounce these abstract sounds. Sorry, I used some incorrect grammar. I'm somewhat tired at the moment. No, but what you said makes 100% sense. Like, I completely agree with you. I think that's my issue, is I've not had the exposure nor the practice to understand how to get the sound that Urandi, sorry for not using it, but requires versus the sound that I've produced in the initial attempts, right? I'm not saying I couldn't learn. I'd like to learn. That'd be nice. But I just don't know how to do that at this moment in time because I've not had the practice to do so. That's all. That's mainly all. Or the knowledge to do so, right? So, um, I'm trying to learn. I am actually trying to learn another language, and it's fucking really hard. I'm trying to learn Korean, and like even speaking, pronunciating in Korean is very, very, very difficult. And they don't have any. Their alphabet isn't very complex. We'll put it that way. 7-all between the Korean and the American in the 6th game. Cookies! That's right, it done. That's why I prefer to say I just don't mind the English pronunciation format, because it makes sense. Because it makes it become a hassle. I understand that. I'm going to try to, I will, for the meantime, refer to as Urandi. Because I know the J is like a Y. I have a friend of mine who's Swedish, and she's the same thing. She pronunciates all her J's in English as Y. So, um, she doesn't call it the jungle, she calls it the jungle. And I'm like, right, because the J in Swedish is not a J sound in English. It's very different. But, uh, you know. So I'll go with Yorandi for now. Or Yohand. I can't. But um, I'll work on it. I'll put that way. Cookies. Oh, Snicky on a follow-up. Oh. Oh my God, Snicky wants their hat trick, and I want them to get that hat trick, but that's gonna go out. I should have gone out for a goal kick, and now it's unnecessarily a corner. You're tired. I'm tired too, by the way. I'm like, ugh. That's punched away, and the Manchukuo will come away with it. So. Here's Gomez in the 86. Let's replace the Konikun with who's coming on? John Jones will come on. So match point for the American. 10-8 in the 6th game here. Korean is serving. It's Maps Warner. Warner with too heavy a touch and Lodes has took it off him. Here's Kennedy. McCook in the center. McCook has an option on the right. Instead, he's found Kennedy. Kennedy with a little bit of space. He's going for goal, but that is easily handled by Brott. And we have got ourselves. I've put Jones on. Maybe Frank. Do I have a DL that I can put on? I don't. I have a DR and a DC. That is headed just over. My D. Oh, I didn't mean to click his name. I hate doing that. I don't want to click his name. So we'll bring on Sam Harris. And then because he's booked, we'll bring on Simon Roger McKendy. Why did you decide to learn Korean? My girlfriend's Korean, so her parents don't speak English either. So I'm trying to learn so I could communicate to her parents. Because I figured if I can communicate to her parents, maybe they'll hate me a little less. But yeah. Her parents don't speak English, so. But it's very hard. I have since come to find out that it's probably the hardest language, one of the like 3 hardest languages that an English speaker could learn. I know Hangul. It's very easy to learn. It's also featureful writing that imitates the mouth in its writing. Nice, very nice. A featural writing system. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't think like to me Hangul is very easy to learn. Like you said, it's not the Hangul's been like the alphabet, if you would, that makes up Hangul is not complex, but its sentence structure and everything else is so wildly different from um, English that it becomes very difficult. Isn't it mostly syllabary? Isn't it mostly a syllabary? It is, but it's just, the 2 hardest things for languages for me have always been vocabulary and then sentence structure and grammar. Well, I'm sure grammar is the hardest thing in any language you try to learn, right? But I don't know. It's just the whole like I'm on basic sentences now, and the whole sentence structure is so vastly different from English that I have a hard time understanding what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Or understanding how to put it together. I guess it's also an alphabet. You know what I mean? That's why I put air quotes around alphabet, because it's not like an alphabet, but it's like it functions in ways like one. You know what I mean? We win 3-0. Snicky doesn't get their hat trick, but that's the title. The Mid-Lancashire and District League 2nd Division champions. I've been learning languages ever since I was a kid. I've been obsessed with linguistics. This is my first attempt to ever learn a secondary language. So, as you can expect, it has not come easy. But there we are. In our little 300-seater, Snicky in the 21st, Snicky in the 28th, and Cookies in the 40th. That's all that was required. Yeah. What kind of sources have you used to learn? Right now, it's just Duolingo, which I understand is not great, and it's not an actual teacher. But I was looking at Babbel, and they don't have it. And I was looking at Rosetta Stone, and they want an exorbitant amount of money for it. So, the Americans just won 12-10 in the 6th game, 4-2. So now we have North Korea and Hong Kong women's singles, China, Slovakia men's singles, and Chinese Taipei and Iran in men's singles. We are the champions, 7 points clear. I do. You know what it is? You know what the other thing is? And I have to go back to it, actually. Just the other day, I found a YouTube series on how to learn Korean, and it's like instead of it just being a little interactive little bloop 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 thing, um, it's actually like somebody who talks about it like for an hour and says, "Here's the lesson, here's what we're learning today," and things like that. You know what I mean? So I was going to look into that actually because I did find a series of YouTube videos. So um, let's go to the post-match press conference so we can wrap this episode up. Let's kick this off with first question from Craig Scott 442.com. Uh, Congratulations, you sealed the title. How this moment feel? I'm absolutely delighted. Why do you think your team is one of the best attacking records? I'm looking at fantastic players. There seems to be a conscious effort to pick players who haven't been played much this season. What? There's nothing wrong with a little bit of rotation. Yeah, I was going to say there are a lot of YouTube channels that teach languages in broad detail, episode by episode. I did that with Japanese. Now you've got me wanting to watch this Korean thing. I did find it. I'll look it up once I'm done this press conference real quick. There's been a lot of speculation this week surrounding the future of uh, is that Cian? Would that be Cian or Kian? McLaughlin, pundits critical. He deserves more time. Because in those videos, they're also able to easily give contextual clues and details. Yeah, it's not just you got to figure it out for yourself. Like the thing with Duolingo or doing Duolingo is the reason why I say sentence structure is because I've looked at it and I can say, oh, they always are putting like the subject here in the sentence. So if I say like I own a dog or I have a dog, I see that the subject is always here and the verb seems to always be at the end. So instead of it's like a dog, like I a dog have. You know what I mean? And that's how I've tried to learn it using these forms. But I'm like, this doesn't actually sit down and say, this is why they sentence or this is how they structure their sentences. Whereas like a YouTube video series would actually go through that in thoroughly. So Wellman's going to make he's one league appearance away from going up to 575 pounds per week. Cookies is on form as CLG score easy victory. And we got the clean sheet, which means Brott breaks the record for clean sheets in the season in this division. We've won 3-0. We are champions. And we're going to have a cheeky save. For those on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching CLG FC episode 93 in the books. The season finale, 94 next. Join us for that. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care.